What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Today, we're going to be talking about the minion requirement for Archangel and this Death Scourge. I am currently going on vacation. The news broke as I was getting packed up to go on vacation, and I'm out of town through Monday next week. So, this news broke, and the setup at where I'm at yet is not ready. So I'm just kind of recording this on my phone. Actually, surprisingly, the microphone on my phone is better than my backup mic. So I don't know. I have to figure out how that's all going to work out. But this mess with minions, it's a big old mess, isn't it? If you don't know what's going on right now, the Scourge for Archangel, the Death Scourge, which will be the final Scourge for the final Horseman to unlock Apocalypse. In order to complete the first two nodes of his Scourge, you must bring in minions, which has a lot of people upset. I can't really blame them. I saw this news as I was packing things up, and I just kind of laughed. I enjoy a little chaos every now and then, but I just kind of laughed because I couldn't believe what I was reading. I still can't quite wrap my head around the fact that we are going to have to bring in minions for this Death Scourge for Archangel. And, I enjoy chaos, like I said, but I'm not sure this is quite what I was looking for. I knew they were going to give us a hard team requirement somewhere, but minions, that's a new one. Oh man, what else do you say? So I'm not a fan of it. I'm still kind of in disbelief, and I'm not gonna sit here and tell you guys that hey, you need to build up the XYZ minions because there's a very good there. I'm not gonna say a very good chance. There is a chance that before we get the Scourge for Archangel, we don't know what's coming in the next patch beyond Archangel and whoever is the fifth member of Death Seed. We don't know what else is coming next patch. And there is a chance that there's going to be a minion somewhere in here or a minion team that's going to get a rework. And they are doing some very nice Scourge modifiers on this event that are going to make they're gonna make the minions better. I've got it pulled up here on my computer, and the three are there's three Scourge modifiers: Undead Swarms, which is on spawn, all minions gain revive once; Rise anew, and on turn minions flip negative effects; and then Super Soldier Serum, where all minions gain 30% bonus damage, health, crit chance, crit damage. Or sorry, I'm misreading this. All minions gain 30% bonus focus, health, crit chance, crit damage, revive health, and active healing. So your minions are going to get some decent buffs here. That revive once is going to be pretty good. Flipping negative effects on turn. It doesn't say specifically how many they're going to be flipping. So we're gonna say at the least it's going to flip one on each enemy. And we're going to see how that all pans out. But that 30% boost to focus, health, crit chance and damage, revive health, and active healing, that's pretty good. I like that. Which then means that, some abilities may get a little redundant, but when you look through all these minions, there's a lot of hot garbage in these minions. Oh man, man, I like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I still can't quite believe what they're doing. Anyways, we need to focus. Okay, so you may notice I have Ravager Stitcher at tier 16, and then Ravager Boomers and Bruiser at tier 15, and that's because I built up Ravagers. They're falling off hard in War Offense, but if there's one minion team I'm going to recommend, and even then I'm still not saying you should build the team up, it's going to be Ravagers, because not only are they a okay War Offense team, you're also able to already use them in the Scourge event for Red Hulk. The War Scourge, the special nodes require Wave 1 Avengers or Ravagers. So you are able to double dip here, where you can build up your Ravager minions, and to be honest, your Ravager minions are relatively cheap. We'll talk about Stitcher a little bit more, but they're decently cheap, and you can build them up. You can get them to use for both the War and the Death Scourges. and you have an okay war offense team at the same time. That is as close as I'm going to say build up Ravager minions. Like, I still don't think you really should, because at this point we need to wait and see what reworks we're gonna get. If we're gonna get buffs for minions next patch, then this could completely change. But as it stands right now, Ravager minions are looking like your best bet. But again, we don't know for sure yet. We need to wait and see. And even then, like I said, I took Stitcher into DD5 to get Dormammu, and at the time it looked great, but now his gear is kind of biting me in the butt because his unique is gamma radiation, which, if I hadn't taken Stitcher up to tier 16, I would have Red Hulk at tier 17 right now. So, it kind of, at the time, his unique didn't seem like a big deal, but now it's a very big deal, and it's kind of holding back my Gamma team a bit. So, tier 15 is pretty much the highest I would go on anybody. I would definitely not go to teal gear for minions. If you're trying to be a sweaty lord and chase those top tier milestone points, just don't. Just save yourself the trouble and don't throw the gear on the minions. But yeah, I mean, I'm kind of working on Boomer, Bruiser, and Stitcher. And this is where things are gonna be very interesting because, like, Stitcher, if you haven't seen my video where Stitcher one-shots Doom, I highly recommend you go check that out, because that's just hilarious to watch. But, when he's facing someone against defense down, he does a ton of damage. He had, at the time when his rework happened, he had one of the better damage stats. I think he was top 10 when his rework happened. He has an incredible damage stat, and he does piercing damage. He clears death proof, and since you're going to be flipping positive effects into negative effects, I can bet some of that enemy team is going to have defense down or defense up, that someone's going to flip into defense down, and Stitcher's going to go crazy. He has a shorter cooldown on his Stitcher kit, which is stealing max health from the enemy, healing, applying immunity, which is great. His Stimutox treatment, it's okay. Applying regeneration to self and Ravager allies. The Ravager Bruiser applies defense up to self and Ravager allies for 2 turns. Ravager allies gain 25% bonus armor. His Avast will give defense up to self and all Ravager allies for 2 turns, and he gets a heal with it, and it's a 2-turn cooldown. So it's going pretty. It's gonna have a nice little short cooldown there, healing, copying positive effects, flipping negative effects on the enemy, and then his basic, can apply defense down, disrupted to enemy protectors. Then Boomer, he's assisting. It's a very low chance to assist, but he's reducing speed bar and filling speed bar for himself. Can apply speed down on his basic. So they're all decent kits on those 3. And then I may be taking Lieutenant and Riot Guard after that. Lieutenant does give the offense up and speed up to all allies and self, which is great. That'll help with the, they don't get bonus damage through the Scourge modifier, so that offense up will be nice there. Healing with this, with his passive, and then applying ability energy to a random ally and then to random Merc villain allies, which, I mean, maybe that's where you could bring in Merc's Soldier, but Riot Guard, his special here is applying defense up to himself and the 4 most injured allies for 1 turn, which is good. He's getting block chance and block amount. Don't have to worry about the war defense stuff. So, I'm kind of leaning on those 5, but there's other good options at the worst or at the best. Like, I could see Merc Soldier, Hydra Sniper. Let me see here. No, that's just offense up for him and Hydra and Red Skull allies. So it's one of those things where, like, you can draw a general plan of who's going to work out, but I mean, AIM's got some decent synergy among their characters. Like the AIM researcher has some decent stuff in here with her synergy. I believe, where's AIM security? AIM security, but I believe, yeah, you need Scientist Supreme for transferring the negative effect off of him. Charge capacitor, that's pretty good. So AIM has some decent synergy as well, but are you really going to take AIM characters up to tier 13, tier 14? Are you going to put orange gear on AIM minions for this kind of stuff? Like, this is where This is the issue, and this is why we need to wait and see as to what we're gonna get in the future. Because again, if we get buffs to certain minion teams and you already geared up your minions, the wrong minions, then you're SOL, and that's where I'm saying we wait and see. Um, and if we don't get buffs to any certain minion characters, then yeah, I'll use the 3 Ravager minions, and then I'll bring in Merc Lieutenant and Merc Riot Guard probably. I mean, that may be the best option. The aim characters have some decent synergy, but I'm going to get a much better return on gearing up my Ravager minions and my Merc minions because I can at least use them in other spots. And aim's just kind of there, but doesn't really get much use these days. They used to be decent back in the day for the villain nodes, but we've gotten so much better characters now. You're not going to really gear up the aim characters, and maybe we get MODOK and buffs to aim minions. And again, this could all completely change. I was joking about how we could get like Madame Gao and finally get like a hand minion squad going or something. But yeah, we'll see what's going to happen in the future. I want to hear from you guys. What are you guys doing with your minion squads? What are your plans here? Are you guys building up anything? Are you doing what I'm recommending and waiting? Let me know down below. As always, if you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully I get my setup here soon and be able to, not be talking on my phone and, be able to click around on things. But once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next time.